To be here and to present our faculty and our university to you. I want to ask you at the beginning, how many of you are coming and interested for economics? Our university is having 9 faculties, mostly engineering faculties, from mechanical engineering, civil engineering, electrical engineering. Then we have faculty of mining, faculty of metallurgy, or let's say of materials, and also faculty of aeronautics, and then we have faculty of architecture and faculty of economics. And also those are all in Košice. We have also wider campus in one of other cities, which is faculty of production technologies in Prešov. University is having 12 to 14,000 students, so it's not that big one as you are used to here in India, but in Slovakia it's the second largest universities we have, and it's really one of the best public universities we have, and mostly we usually focus to economics as we are coming from the faculty of economics, but to tell those who are interested also in some engineering faculties, most of our faculties, or actually no one is having the entry exams, it's just the interviews we do here in India if we are coming here, and this is more interactive where we can discuss and we will try to answer your questions. University depends on the faculty you are interested in. Is usually having also international accreditation. In case of our faculty, we do have, for example, accounting, International Accounting Association accreditation, also chartered financial advisors. But for the other faculties, there is also organization FEANI, which is offering international engineering degrees at certain faculties, so those will be recognized within the Europe. As we are the member state of European Union, our degrees are accredited and accepted also in other states of European Union and worldwide. But it's relatively easy for those who want to continue and stay to work and live in Europe to get the job. Of course, as you are mostly, I guess, interested in engineering faculties, there are also plenty of jobs, both in Košice and in other places, also the capital city Bratislava. For you there in Košice, we have a branch of US Steel as one of the main employer, but now there is also a Volvo plant, so car, or let's say automotive, when they are just opening the new Volvo plant, so there will be a lot of new job vacancies in a very close future. From something more connected to India, there is also a production plant in another city, Nitra, when there is a Tata Jaguar Land Rover plant, where so this is originally owned by Tata company, so also there is plenty possibilities to get the employment. Of course, in the capital city there are numerous plants and businesses which can offer engineering jobs. Slovakia is one of the leading country in the region, especially in automotive, when we have the highest number of positions per capita of the employees in the automotive industry, but there are also some other possibilities, especially for mechanical engineering, when there is airport in Košice and possibility to apply. There was one of the startup aeromobile not so far in the past, and we are very well known also in the field of robotics and hydrogen technologies. In our faculty, there was in our university there was also many patents and also let's say research in hydrogen fuel cells, and in the city and the region there will be the production of hydrogen as a fuel station We won the grant as the city and the municipality, and now there will be in upcoming year then first 10 buses patented and created in cooperation with our university, which will start to serve, and those will be fueled by hydrogen. So those are generally the possibilities you have. Of course, when you consider the study there is also the Indian community. We do have one of the biggest in Slovakia, which contains student organization, but also numerous Indian restaurants we have in our city, when you can find at the beginning maybe the part-time job, but you can also have your small part of India there, especially for those who cannot cook that much, because at home there is always mama preparing, all the Indian curries and great stuff. And in Košice you will have the dormitories where you can do yourself. But I was very surprised when some student told me they didn't know how to prepare the Indian meals, but once they're started at the beginning, because later during the studies they will find more professional jobs, but at the beginning they started and enjoy also the community in the Indian restaurants. So Košice is a university city, so there are many faculties and headquarters of 3 universities and the branches of few others. So this is really ancient historical city, but full of young people and of university students with great infrastructure. We offer also some sports facilities, dormitory, school canteens, student organization. There is a great public transport with a discount for you as a students, plus numerous cultural possibilities when there are the museums, some of course churches, cathedrals, palaces, and other possibilities. Not only in the city, but also in the wider environment, when we have the High Tatra mountains, the Slovak biggest mountains, when we have many UNESCO protected buildings, and also a lot of natural beauty. Košice, in the not so far past, were also the European capital of culture and European capital of sports, so we can find numerous possibilities for sport activities and events. Cricket team is not as strong yet. This is something which our Indian students start to develop. But there are plenty of other. We are very well known in ice hockey. Maybe the dean can tell you more. But there is also new football or soccer stadium, and so on. So
I just want to get back to our first question. Okay, so are you students, or are you just paid actors who came here to just to simulate the interest of studying? No, you are students. Do you want to study actually in Europe? Yes? And what do you want to study? So can you go just face by face and person by person, just tell us what field do you want to study actually in Europe? So what field do you want to study? Do you want to study mechanical engineering or economy or whatever? So you want...
Sorry? What do you want to study?
And travels course study.
Okay, you? What do you want to study?
Is tourism.
Okay,
sure. No. Once again, what do you want to study?
Tourism.
Travel?
Tourism.
And tourism. Okay.
Okay.
What do you want to study?
Yeah, I'm from staff from here.
Staff. Okay. Yes, that's the paid actor. Okay. Actress. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's move on. Paid. Okay. So what do you want to study? Accounting. Great. That's economy. That was the first question we were asking you. If there is someone who wants to study finance or economy, so your hand should be up. But not now. But okay. So accountancy. Okay. No.
Next.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. This is the big problem. Well, we will talk about that. Okay. Come on.
Beijing. I'm looking for science. Beijing.
Computer science.
Okay. Ladies there.
Paid.
The staff here.
Yes, paid. Okay. Paid. another one? Are you a staff here or student?
We come along with the.
Okay, just accompanying the
Yeah.
person. Okay.
Okay.
I feel, because generally Indian people all of them speak English. That's very nice. But it's a different kind of English actually from European one. So this is very important. When you want, the first and main condition of studying in Europe is to speak English and to understand English. Because if you don't understand our questions, that's very, very, very difficult because you have to understand the teachers actually. So if you don't understand teachers or teachers don't understand you, that's the main and biggest problem. So of course we appreciate that you want to study in Europe, but you have to speak, first of all, there is a language barrier. Despite all of you actually can write in English probably without any problem, but the pronunciation might be a problem. The second very important thing is that you have to choose the good university. That's why you are here. This is the good choice actually. Technical University of Košice is a good choice. What we didn't say about university is that we are member of European Alliance of Universities, which is called Ulyseus. That means we are part of European University. There is 8 partners within all the Europe. There is a partner from Sevilla, from Spain. We have a partner from Nice, from France. We have partner from Genoa, from Italy. We have partner from Helsinki, from Finland. We have partner from Münster, from Germany. We have partner from Montenegro. We are one of the part, and we have partner from Innsbruck, from Austria. So all these universities got together, put themselves together, and set up Ulyseus European University. So there are also study programs which are common joint programs within the Ulyseus University. So that means yes, it's a good choice for you. But I'm a little bit disappointed that you are not interested in economy, because that's why we are especially here. But I'm sure that you have a lot of questions about life, about conditions, about possibilities.
Okay, let's
which Europe
limit
might
it
help you.
10 questions each, maximum.
Okay, let's limit it to 10 questions. That's a good idea. And I'm warning you, if you don't have questions, then we will have questions, So it's better to ask, much better to ask than to answer. So of course it depends on you. While thinking about, because there will be some interviews, if not with us, with some other institutions, other European universities you will be applying for. It's very important because many times students ask us, okay, what can you offer us? Okay, what are the job opportunities? What are generally opportunities? Try to change your mind a little bit and try to think about what you can offer to university. Okay, why we should choose you as a new member, as a new student of our faculty. Okay, what you can bring to university? What is your contribution? Okay, because we have actually many students, many applicants, and we have to choose from them. Of course, the main idea is for some of the faculties, a sub of universities, not our case. It's very easy because you bring money. Okay, so we can say, okay, what is your contribution? Well, tuition fee is my contribution, but this is very small. Okay, it's very small contribution. So we have to think about what you can offer to university. Why you are the students we have to choose. Because that's very important. For us, it's very important to have students who will really be keen on studying. That's the main idea, and who will be good graduates at the end. They will go to world, they will go to Europe, they will go anywhere. They will be working, they will be very good workers, and they always will say, okay, we are graduates from the Technical University of Košice. Okay, so that's the main idea of all these things. So to give you maybe education in the field and in the area, which might be maybe more interesting for you, as India is, because many of students want to go outside and then, of course, stay outside and work there. And we always say, okay, it's not a problem. If you have good education, and if you graduate from good university, there is no problem with staying in Europe and working in Europe, because, again, that's the idea actually of studying abroad. But there is also no problem to coming back. here and have some extra mile, you know, because you have education actually from Europe. Okay. Now.
Okay, so I think now it's the time for your questions. Yeah, we can answer. We will do our best to answer. We have some promotion, some materials you can take and check, and then we will continue to interviews for Faculty of Economics. Okay, so. Yes.
Yes, you have a list of questions. Okay.
Good.
Yes, you can start. Okay.
So you are a prospective student?
No, that's a paid actress.
Okay.
Sir, could you please clarify what is the maximum year gap accepted for the studies for bachelor's and master's?
The number of accepted?
It's year gap. Study year gap. Like after completing their plus twos or higher studies, how much gap there should be allotted for getting a bachelor's? Like if there is a 5 to 6 years gap, is it accepted or not?
It depends on the applicant. Okay, so if applicant is good, if applicant shows his interest, his real interest, and persuade us that the main interest is to study, then it's no matter how gap it is, how big gap. Of course, usually, or not usually, well, our experience is that if the gap is too big, then the main interest is not in study, but to get in Europe. So it's up to us to to distinguish if the real interest is study, or the real interest is just to get to Europe somehow by very easy way. So that's important. So we cannot say that 5 years the gap is maximum or whatever, because it depends. If the person has 5 years or 6 years or even more, but he's working in the field of their study, he is working in, I don't know, some good company, which is finance company for us, and he has a good experience. So it's very important and very easy for him also to get to Europe just as a normal employee. So that means, okay, he is interested in study because he wants to do something more, but he has to explain by his own his interest. This is the one of the very important thing is motivation for us. So that's the first question of every interview is, okay, what is your motivation? And there are different answers. We have experience from not yesterday, but day before yesterday, that we were asking one student, okay, what is your motivation? Why do you want to study in Europe? And he told us, because my father each and every day asks me, will you go to Europe? I want you to go to study in Europe. We say, okay, so then this is not interview for you, just bring your dad. We can talk to him, okay? Because that's the motivation. So this is the first and main important thing. So there are no restrictions actually about the gap between finish of study and study.
But you have to realize we are offering this for prospective students the study, and they will get the visa for study, not work permit. So primary focus is the study. Now the legislation has changed and updated because of maybe some of them speculating how to get and let's say legally emigrate from India, and those visa couldn't be changed for work permits during the studies. Only after you will finish. After the students will graduate, they can easily get the work permit in Europe. This is no problem. We are happy to have well-educated people from abroad to work there in Europe. But those who will not study, just come, and after a week or two they will escape and will try to find a job, will be deported. So you have to realize main purpose of your stay have to be the study. Yeah. Of course, if you will find meanwhile or after some period some part-time job as a student or an internship and so on, this is perfectly okay. But if you will be not following the courses, the lectures, and not studying, you will be excluded and deported. That's it. You will lose the money and your time. Yeah. So you have to really realize you are coming to study. Yeah. This is especially valid for those with a very big gap, if they are suspicious that, okay, so now I have 3 kids, I have the family, all the family want to move to Europe, and I pretend I will study. Yeah. So this is not the case. Yeah. Because there is, first of all, the first barrier, we will do the interview, and the second and even more important is a visa interview, and there is a foreign police which will really recognize those who don't want to study. Yeah. And for us, it's important to have, as the dean mentioned, the good students, good alumni, and the great success stories. So we want to have the best of you, really focused, interested, determined, and motivated, which will study, and afterwards will get a great job, either in Europe or wherever in the world. Or some of you maybe find very interesting job also here in India, because many of you have the family businesses which really need just a good education and come back. India is also a very nice place, but there is no problem to stay and work in Europe after the school. Yeah. One more thing, maybe there is also possibility to provide mobilities within the Europe during your studies. So as our students, you are entitled to or eligible for also some mobilities within our partners. We have 40 partners in our faculty, but maybe at some other faculties also many partners within Europe. So you can go and spend semester as a Slovak student. I don't know, dream of some of you is to study in Germany for one semester, then come back and graduate, in Slovakia. But you can go for one semester or 1 year to Germany, then come back and close the study in Slovakia. Or we have many countries, many partners possible for those exchanges. Plus there are summer school, winter schools, micro-credentials, some blended mobilities, and so on. Numerous possibilities to study and experience also other European countries. Okay.
The important thing, which Jan already mentioned, is the Indian community actually in Košice, because we have almost 200 students from India, and they are studying here. So you are not feeling actually so lost when you come to Košice. So this is very important when discussing or when thinking about going to university. That there is some history actually behind this. So that's it. Okay, another maybe 10 questions.
Maybe some other questions from the prospective students, because we have some meeting with the staff afterwards. Okay.
So this is very important that students, if you want to study, you have to ask. You have to be able to ask questions, because if you don't ask, then you will not get answers. So. If you don't ask, there might be two possibilities. The first one is that you can't express your opinion, and that's very bad. You are a student of your university or potential student of university, So that means that you have to show your interest on the study or on the field or something, or to be curious. It's very important. Yeah. Or the second thing is that you are simply not interested. Okay. Or third is, it might be also that you know everything. Okay, that's also a possibility that you simply know everything, so
then
no need for questions. Then we will ask. Yes, that's it.
Okay.
So,
confusions options professors
yes, and this is very important. What I always say our students that that's why I say that English is very important, because while you are in India and you don't want to speak English or you don't understand or whatever, you use your own language like now. But we can do the same in Slovakia, but it will be useless. Because once you don't understand English, I can try in Slovak. Moji zlatí, prosím vás, buďte takí zlatí a povedzte mi, pýtajte sa. Now, this is useless. So that's why I'm saying that if you want to study in Europe, you have to understand European English. Or let's say British. I don't think so. I don't think mine is British, but you have to understand each other. That's very important. Without understanding, there is no study. So you can read the books, but it's not enough. You have to be able to communicate.
Okay, let's continue with the questions. Starting now with you.
Questions.
Yeah, so question is, we will answer you for free.
No. But only first 5 minutes. Then you will have to pay for that. Okay, how about paid persons? Any questions? Because you are here for money, so you should deserve your salary. So
no, those will treat separately after work meeting, staff meeting. Yeah.
Yes, we know.
So, other questions from the students?
Actually, this is approach of university. If you don't have questions, we can finish this session. Okay, we can move to something more important for us. because that's it. So that's what I'm saying you, that in university nobody will push you to study, nobody will push you with information. You just have to use your time.
Yeah, but realize that you want to leave India for a few years, and there will be many new things you will experience. So now it's time to ask. Yeah? You want to ask something?
Nobody.
They are worried when we can go for the interview.
Yes, we can. Yes, of course, no problem with that. Okay. Okay, so thank you very much then for being here, and now we will move to interviews and we will do things. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
very much. No applause. Thank you.
Okay.
Now you see, I was asking for applause. If I didn't ask, I wouldn't have it. So that's it. That's it. You know, that was the practical session for you.